Yeah, let's do this. Hi, thanks so much for being here today. My name is Michelle, if you've never seen my face before. Today, I'm gonna create my very first look, this look. Today, I'm gonna create this look with this Mothership, the Bronze Seduction, and share some of my initial thoughts and opinions about the Pat McGrath Foundation with you. So if that sounds like something you wanna see, just keep watching. This is my summer shade, and now I have my fall time face. I did prep my skin with a very light layer of this. Today, I'm gonna go in on a bare face, and I'm gonna use my Jumbo Base from Sonia G because it is my most favorite foundation brush. So here we go, first pumps. Oh. I hate that pre-squirt, if you know what I mean. This is gonna get me demonetized. Oh, God. It was not good. I need to wipe that off. Okay, let's shake it really well. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's better. Okay. I did 2 squirts, which might have been a bit much. Oh yeah, that's dark. That was my summer tan for sure. I feel like the undertone is gonna work. Let me look at it a little closer. Yeah, it's dark. Well, that's to be expected. I never have a shade that matches, like never. Let's go in with concealer. Here's the concealer that I have. I believe I have LM14. I remember I did list it in my concealer collection declutter video. It's a good match for the foundation itself. Maybe not so much for my current skin tone. I think I'm going to, before they close the pool, because we don't have our own pool at this house, which was something that my husband did want, but I was really against because I've had a pool before and there are a lot of maintenance. And I did that maintenance before. I don't want to do it again. And my husband isn't the kind of person that likes to pay people to do stuff that we can do ourselves, which, like, I'm perfectly fine with paying a skilled person to come and do something that I don't want to do or I don't have time to do, like, you know, or maybe I don't know how to do very well or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't mind paying somebody. I was raised like that though. Like, I was raised with a maid and a nanny. So, like, it's just, it's always been normal to me. And my mom's always had like a guy come that helps around the house all the time, like with all kinds of odds and end jobs and, like, you know, yard work and stuff. So like, we've always had people that have come. By we, I mean me and the family that I grew up in. We've always had people that have come into our homes to like come and help us with things. So like, that was just always part of our life, you know. My husband's not that kind of person. This powder is not brand new. I have used this before. I hauled this previously in a Pat McGrath haul, so I'll be sure to link that video down below. I am feeling the need to set my face because it is a little bit tacky. I'm already starting to see, look at that, hint of pan. I mean, like, it's not actual pan yet, but it's getting there, sadly. This powder's expensive, but I really like it. Also, my bronzer is not Pat McGrath. I'm gonna go in with my favorite bronzer of the moment. My Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. I'm gonna use my brand new Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer brush. I love this brush for bronzer application. I do have a video demo on that. I'll link that down below in the description box in case you're interested in watching it. Just so that you don't have to keep looking at my dry ass crusty lips. Let me just put on a little bit of lip gloss. So I'm back with my bronzer on. My brows are done. Here's the goodies of stuff I'm picking from. I am about to film my haul video of this. If you're interested in seeing all of the stuff that's in this up close and personal, just check back and click in the link down below. So let me pick an eyeshadow palette to use. This one I did get as part of this collective haul. I've already filmed some looks with this. I did tear into this right away because it was brand new at that time. If you want to see any videos with this that I've created, I'll be sure to link that down in the description box, so check down below. All right, I think the one that I'm going to use today is this one. I'm really nervous to play with this palette. This is going to be my first impressions with it. Here's the beautiful packaging. I know you've probably seen this 1,000 times, maybe only twice if you're not that interested in it, but I I don't know, this was the least one that I was drawn to, and it's the one that is really, really like exciting me a lot to play with. I mean, they all excite me. What am I saying? Shut up, Michelle. Get into the palette. Where's the plastic? Here it is. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, here's my thoughts on the packaging. Okay, real talk. I love the packaging itself. It's beautiful. And I understand that like quantity helps save a lot of money. She probably bought like 1 million of them or more. And so that's why they're not labeled in the back with the individual names, etc., etc. But like, I hate that they're all the same color because I hate not being able to see which one am I grabbing, you know? I'm gonna have to put some sort of like an ugly sticky note or something on it. I've seen people tape labels on it and shit. Like, Pat, come on, girl, this luxury. I'm paying $100 and something for these, man, or more. Anyway, rant over. I'm sorry that you're not getting my initial impression from looking at it because I did just like ooh and ah over it during the photo sesh. So now you're getting like the second round of joy and delight, which is always a bit tamped down. Which maybe is good so I can look more grown up on screen. I'm probably not gonna play with the red today. I'm gonna let you know that right now. A fluffy brush. Okay. Blender Pro. I think it's a Blender Pro. Obviously, this is the color probably everybody in the world starts with right here, this light brown. That's the one I'm gonna start with. Okay. Ooh. Tap off. My primer, my eye base is the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and it's probably had a little bit too long to set for my preferences because I went ham on the photo sesh with this one, and I always forget to do that before I prime my eyes. It's right when I'm about to hit the palette that I'm like, ooh, it's brand new, I need to photograph it. I need to somehow remember to do that sooner. I'm stalling. I'm nervous. I feel intimidated by this palette. A lot of Pat's palettes intimidate me. That's a nice soft color. And because I went in really light when I was tapping the palette itself, it didn't apply too deep, which I do appreciate because that's a nice, beautiful, soft color that's easy to get a light transition. Here's one that I dug in a little deeper, and do you see the difference in shade of applications? Like you can go really, really light or a little bit deeper. This is the same shade. But that's the versatility in her palettes. Like there's no reason for her to give you a super pale, almost non-existent shade. These things are $12.50 a shadow if you break it down, and that's what she sells her singles for. So like you don't, and you only get 10. So you don't want to go wasting that kind of space on some light color when you can get this medium one to blend out or start off with a lighter tone, because you really can blend out her mattes from like a really deep pigment out to a super light one and make it look like you've used 2 different shades within the same color family when really you've only gotten one. But a lot of it is the kind of brushes that you use. So natural haired brushes seem to really perform the best for that kind of a technique, you know, with these kinds of palettes, in my opinion. I did stop using my favorite synthetics for palettes. Like I only use natural haired brushes. And I do have like a dupe video of some affordable recs of natural haired brushes if like you're not trying to drop $30 a brush and more, you know what I mean? Because like, I hear you, you know what I mean? I get it, you know? So anyways, I have some recs. I'll link that video down below. I will say I had just recently come back to YouTube after many years off, so forgive if it's a little cringy. All right, I really like this shade. This is really beautiful. I can't get over it. I'm gonna take a Rough Earth 13, which is just like a natural haired, fluffy, blunt end. I'm gonna take this next shade right here, this next brown up. Ooh, that might have been a little bit much. Tapping off, but not a lot is coming off. I'm gonna go into the corner here and just start to deepen this edge out a little bit. That's pretty. Back in with that first brush, no additional product on the brush, and I'm just going to marry those two a little bit into the crease. I don't want to blend them too much because I don't want to darken up that top edge too much. Okay, so I'm 2 shades deep, and I really like the way those two mattes perform. But I do have that purple in the little Midnight Voyage. Allegedly, I don't know if this same formula yet or not, but I'm gonna test that out in that next 2 looks 1 palette video that I create with this. When I upload that video in the coming weeks, it won't be too far from now, but I've got other content coming up soon first. I think I'm gonna finish out the lower lash line before I go into the glitter glue and the sparkle and all that. So I'm gonna go into this darker brown down here. Hopefully this won't make it too thick, but I'm gonna do this for the lower lash line back here. Okay, I'm gonna leave this front end open because I want to add another color down there. I'm gonna take a clean Refer 13 and just buff that out. So I just wanna blend out what I already have, kind of soften it up. Okay, I really like the way that is turning out. I know it's simple, but it's pretty. I'm gonna use a Refer 12 for this highlight shade. I think it's a satin, thank goodness. I'm gonna put this here in the inner corner because I don't like to use glitter or shimmer that will like fall into my eye near my inner corner. Just wanna go ahead and highlight that and get that blended out because once I've got glitter going, I don't really wanna touch this area. Let me just use that to blend out this top edge a little bit. I'm not going in circular motions because I'm not trying to get this like satin shade down into my mattes. I'm just trying to bring out the matte up into the satin a little bit. Thirdly, you could just use this same satin for across the lid if you wanted to do a nice wearable no glitter look for like a long day at work or something like that. That's what I would do. All right, I really like the way that looks. I'm really impressed with these particular undertones, these shades, which is so funny because I just wasn't drawn to it in pictures. I will say it leans a lot less orange tone. I thought these browns were more orange tone. I didn't realize it was more of like a plummy base. So I actually really like this palette a lot more than I ever thought I would. I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up just to complete the set. So I'm glad I'm enjoying it. Okay. To apply the glue, I'm gonna use this brush. Oh, I've already took the lid off. Shit. Okay. I don't normally put that much on there, but I'm gonna use that much, I guess. Just gonna put that here on the lid and kind of like make a small little fake cut crease type thing. Which one am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this really pretty pink one back here. Here we go, here we go. Here's the moment. Ooh. All right, it's chunky. I need to wet the brush. I don't want to go on everywhere. I do not want this shit all over my face. I hate sparkles on my fucking face. Oh my God. That's it. I really like the way that looks. Ooh, oh, damn. Damn, that is beautiful. Look at that. That's why I don't like to wear sparkles. So I really like Pat's satins and mattes. I very rarely wear sparkles because it's got to be a real short-term event for why I'm putting it on my eye, or else I'm not going to be able to live. I have to like rub my eyes all the time. Allergies are the worst here. Whoa, I really like this look. Let me close the look out with eyeliner and mascara. Okay, so here is the completed eye look. I really like it. I love how it turned out. I'm gonna leave this with a nude lip. I love a concealer lip moment. So, I mean, these are just my lips with some gloss on it, as you saw earlier in the video. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. I really like the way the foundation looks on my skin. I do wish it was a better shade match. I might try to go in store and see if I can get color matched so that I can get a better shade for my current skin color. That goes for the concealer as well, but I do like the way they both perform. I like the way it looks on the skin, course, this is just initial impressions. Be sure to check the description box down below. I'll leave all my opinions at the end of the day and see how it wore and see how it looked and see whether or not I really like it for the first initial round of impression without primer. I'm gonna wear it again in another video and test it with primer in the future, so look out for Get Ready With Me. Some more Pat McGrath. I really enjoyed the few shades that I played with so far from this beautiful Bronze Seduction palette. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this during this fall season. I feel like it's a perfect fall color scheme, but also a great just neutral palette. This is the palette I was least excited about, and I think I'm gonna end up using it the most possibly. We shall see. So far, I really love this eye look. I didn't expect to like this palette this much. Be sure to click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more content from me in the future. Bye!